kulu kani sawa ya kwani mashakil bijare salambi wasulu nina kulu ibu badu ya jamaa mashakil bijare salambi wasulu salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum alaikum salam mafifoko salam dema binadi peti akwani na kan belet mafifoko salam dema binadi belet ya kwani kan shoko zato mafifoko salam dema binadi shoko ya kwani salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum.
Hello guys.
Alaikum salam. Peace is all we need in our families, in our country. Salam, salam ya unadaiwa. Vijuna Sudan. Number one. Aku geni sawa, oku geni sawa. Jeran geni sawa, sabi masabi geni sawa. Gebila magebila geni sawa, bele mabele geni sawa. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam.
We're gonna start soon. Please go ahead and share. If you don't mind, go ahead and share. We will start off with this song. Alice, how you doing? What's up?
Lakini tena kama mama lakini tena kama mama mabigeni bekian dakika wai kantena kama mama no haja bata mama mabiwoni haja kulu na matalo yana zime adibo na matalo. Ana muziki sabita izaman isinto dol dololi ndujena ese gilas dololi ndujena ese kura alfogo hina mami habisu sangala itama bidugu jena tadolton kanwamo lubatan kanarabia mafi jena tema biruwa mederesa kama biyu jesma jena tema biruwa fikenisa kama wodilo haki jena debi abara sulu don karamu jena de dana ukimu jena madalao jena debi adibo jena madalao kanina madari suya likwesi kanuma raba itana hajatani kanina maalimu ya likwesi kanuma raba itana hajatani kanina madari suya likwesi kanuma raba itana hajatani kanina maalimu ya likwesi kanuma raba itana hajatani.
Hey, Abu Layla.
Mama.
How you doing, bro? All right, let's go ahead. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Tuesday to all of you. It's wonderful to see all of you guys today, Tuesday, May the 17th, 2022. Our topic today is going to be about the dowry price are getting worse. The dowry price are getting worse, and what can we do in order for us to help? What can we do, especially among our children? We have kids, and we want to make sure that we secure their future. But of course, it's not going to be easy to secure our kids' future. Marriage become business nowadays. Thank you, Abu Layla. I hope you're doing well. Marriage become a business, and things are not going the way we're expecting. But of course, we can do something about it. But the question is, what can we do? This is the continuations of what we left on Thursday last week. We say we're going to come back with part two, talking about the same topic. And this is from our sister Vivian. She said it will be good if we can repeat the same topic again. And we come back with the same topic again, part two, talking about the dowry price become unusual. And especially we are worried about our kids, our children, and we need to do something about it. You know, another thing, uh, we will talk also about the disrespecting. When couples are in relationship, who usually start disrespecting one another? You know, in order for a marriage to be healthy, or in order for couples to live a happy marriage or happy life, respect should be a number one to all of us. We must respect one another. A woman must respect a man has to respect a woman. Of course, there's going to be up and down, regardless. You know, in any relationships, there's up and down, right? But we can do something about it. Mostly when there's challenges in a marriage, the worst part is when you disrespect your partner. If things went wrong in the way that you don't want, in a way that you don't expect, you're not expecting to be, the best thing is to let's negotiate, let's talk about it, let's discuss about it in a respectful manner, in a very respectful manner. You know, I listen to you, you listen to me, and then we can resolve our problem without any insult, without any disrespect. But of course, when you are mad, sometime when a person is mad, you will lose it. Huh? People lose control in a way that you don't even know what you're doing. But when you lose control, sometimes it's good to be careful, especially throwing words. You know, because those words are harmful. They're very harmful, and those words, it's not going to be easy to forget. If I call my partner with names, you know, you're lowering yourself. The respect, if your partner puts you in a level one respect, if you're calling your partner with names all over and over and over, guess what? The respect that you have towards your partner, the respect will go eventually. Because any relationship if you're gonna fight without even calling names, it will be better. Mm. But at the same time, people, you can control your significant other. When people are mad, they lose it, they lose control, and it's hard for them to even uh, see what they can do about it. It's hard for them, you know, and then eventually they will lose control. You know, those are the two topics that we're going to talk about: the disrespect your partner, and also part two about the dowry. You know, and how come all of a sudden the things has changed, the things has shifted? You know, even back home, the marriage, it is not like in diaspora. You know, the charges are unusual, the price are unusual, the amount that they will ask from you, it will be unusual in terms of how much you can afford, how much you can pay. You know, if we don't talk about it, if we don't see solution in terms of the dowry, then anybody can do whatever. You can do whatever anyhow, because there's no rules, there's no regulations on how much you're supposed to charge when it comes to wedding. So if there's no rules and there's no regulations in any marriage, if we leave it open like that, anybody can put any amount of charges you want. You can say, well, like my daughter wears $40,000, $50,000, and you will see in a short, but then in the near future, you will see your partner is married, your daughter, then you want to do 35. So become a gambling. You become a gambling. If my brother's wife, if my friend's daughter, it's a 30, uh, it become competition. So you want to do 35 because you want to level that your daughter costs more, or you want to be on top of everything. But without even knowing that you are harming even your daughter. I know, okay, if a person managed to come out with the money, if he took a loan, then you don't want your daughter to have a good life. Do you not hoping for your daughter to buy a house and to live in a good environment? And the money that your son-in-law going to pay, if you're talking about $30,000 or $40,000, that money is not for free. Eventually, you have to pay it back. You know, the shall be loan, or shall be haikun in the long-term loan that you have to pay the money back, right? So if we knew that the money is going to be back, then we have a problem. Now we're not focusing in a short term, in a long term. And in-laws without your son-in-law, I stick is going to be stuck in a heavy loan that you have to pay. Oma Baskida, your daughter, Al Bukun Mara Bitao, will have to participate to help paying the loan. So, في حالة زي كده احنا عملنا شنو كده؟ مع كده زرعنا more bills to your son-in-law, and you set it up more bills to your daughter to pay. لأنه eventually ما دام هم يتزوجوا نفرين أصبحوا بك واحد بك جسد واحد. So two become one, which means they will be responsible of paying whatever amount, if it's $30,000 or $40,000. It will take them time to pay off the bills أو القروش اللي هم دينوا عشان هم يتزوجوا. So it will take time for the couples to go back to their feet. And now they are focusing in okay, they are focusing on what to do so that they to pay off the money. It is another problem. This is a big problem that we have to open our eyes. We have to do something about it. So, low become out of control. Anybody can do whatever they want, Then what? Let's focus on الناس المتربين without father. How many kids in diaspora grew up without father? So many of them, they grew up in diaspora without father. And how many of them grew up with one income? You will see that there's a lot of family, there's a lot of siblings. Your brothers and sisters need help. Okay. So how in the world are you going to come out with the money? In Sudan or back home, when a child wants to get married, usually people help you. They contribute something to help you, but you have to come out with the bigger amount. You laris, you have to come up with the bigger amount. So logala laris bigger 13,000, then you barakinta. At least you come out with 10 or 15,000. Then the rest, the family will help. If your father is alive, he will take over. He will do anything by any means to make sure that he paid the gurush a dowry bita, wedding bita. Like, what if you don't have a father? Who's going to help you? Ashankida, it's always good when we have a set price. If we all have a set price, we can manage, or we can, anybody can afford to get married in diaspora, because we only have set price. Let's say, for example, 10,000. 10,000 anybody can afford. It's just like you paying, like just buying a car. Huh? How many of us that own a nice car that worth $25,000, $30,000, and they end up paying 450 or 450, $500 a month, their car payment, and they pay that for 5 years to pay off their car. Some banks you go for 6 years to pay off $30,000 or $40,000 car. Okay, and then you will stack paying 450 to $500 a month for the next 4 or 5 years. Most people, they manage to do that, buying a car worth $30,000 or $40,000. So to make things easy for us or for our children, if you can't come up with the money, right, then let's set up something for them. Your marriage, my son or my son-in-law, your marriage will cost, let's say, $15,000. Pay us $5,000. Okay, make things easy for them, because they want to buy a house, they want to buy a car, they want to save something for the children. Why us being greedy? Even if I pay $40,000, and $40,000 have been paid within 2-3 months, and this money that the dowry that they pay you, it's not going to be yours alone. It means that you have to contribute. You have to divide it to your cousins, your uncle, everybody in the family member. So the 40,000 that they're paying, in a short time, the money will finish, because you cannot eat $40,000 by yourself. The shatima. So the money has to be divided to the entire family, right? So, okay, let me see. Abu Layla is here. Try to bring him up. Abu Layla.
Yeah. Hello. Tamam.
Long time, man.
How long time yeah?
جسم كيف؟
تمام.
عندكم برد شنو؟ عندكم برد في استراليا؟
انا في استراليا هاي.
لا عندكم برد جا خلاص؟
برد جا خلاص، برد جا يا زول. برد جا.
Oh man. هنا ميتين بالسخانة، عندنا 86 degree today. It's too hot.
لان طبعا بيختلف منكم. انتوا في برد وانا في سخان.
انتوا عارفين طوالي.
الناس في برد، انا برد جا خلاص.
Yeah, how's the family? How's the kids?
Yeah, everything good.
All right, good to see you.
Yeah, I just disappeared for a while because just to have some rest,
That's right.
انا مشاكل لي كتير يا.
امريكا البلد غربة دائما صعب يا.
مشاكل كتير no.
And we only meet at Clubhouse for زمن بسيط. A lot of people are running,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if you notice now, most people, they're just focusing on Clubhouse.
I quit the Clubhouse because a lot of hatred there, and people are talking too much hatred. I don't like it.
Oh, that's true, man. That's true.
I don't like it. So I just move away.
Clubhouse ده مشكلة يا برادر. يعني قبلية وشتايم وكل ده
فيه. زول ما يشتمك ساكت، زول ما بعرفك ذاته يشتمك، قال كان بعرفك يا اخي، اذا انت مستغرب ذاته زول قاعد تقول كلام شنو.
جنوبين I don't know where they want. I don't know جنوبين where they want to go, to be honest.
لا بالطريقه دي فعلا المجتمع بتاعنا ما بيصلح كله. لما في بالطريقه دي that's we're going to wrong direction.
It's true. يعني كان زمان فيسبوك كان كويس شوية, لكن now when people switch much of the Clubhouse خلاص.
It's getting worse. Really.
Getting worse.
يعني you see even those who are really radical اللي بيشتم الناس بتلقى دي عيال صغار يعني. These are born in 90s 2000 يعني بيشتم يلا born history بتاع السودان كأنه قاعد هناك. يا اخي انت لسه مولود هنا، مولود في خرطوم، انت جاي تربطه في ايجيبت، انت مشيت في امريكا ولا جيت في كندا ولا في استراليا. تتكلم history بتاع السودان تساعة كام يا برادر؟ You have seen nothing.
وبكلهم بالثقة خلاص كأنه خلاص
they know. كلام بالثقة هو عارف، لكن ما يختبر اي حاجة. ناس لما كان قاعدين في خرطوم ما شاف ناس قاعدين كيف في خرطوم، ما شاف ناس كان قاعدين كيف في جوبا، ما شاف ناس كان قاعدين كيف في ملكال في واو. You have never seen all this. And now you don't talk about تقدر تتكلم عن كلام South Sudan. It's really shame. It's really shame. It's really shame.
جنوبيين دي مشكلة، لا جنوبيين دي مشكلة brother.
مشكلة.
So what do you think about today's topic? Oh, this is a part 2. Like we started on Thursday, and Vivian and let's do part 2 on Tuesday this week. And then we'll continue. So the dowry price is getting worse, my brother. Huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And who's going to be the victim is our children.
That's correct.
Go ahead. Tell us what you have, brother. What do you got?
Anyway, thank you for this topic. For me, these are the kind of topic I like to talk about it. And it's really very important. If we don't fix our society, we cannot fix a country. First, we need to fix our society. Society become very strong.
Yes.
Then we will be able to fix a country. It will be very easy for us to fix a country. Like if our society is weak and it's shaky, I don't think we will fix a country. So this issue of dowry is very, very important. And I remember, these are one of the issues I tackled in Victoria when I was in Victoria, chairman of the Equatorial community. I came up with this issue more than 2 years ago. I came up with the idea we want to have a debate about dowry. Then I gave the proposal to Nas and debate. Then what I found that the Nasal Kobaral, who are the elders of community, are the one opposing this Kalamta dowry. Make a discuss. They know very well when we are going for discussion, youth will be coming there. And of course, majority of the youth by then, they were the one saying that we should have this debate with these elders. This issue of dowry is getting out of hand. So we need to talk about it as community. I said, okay, you guys, this is the proposal. Elders are refusing. But for me, I look at the majority. The majority, we need to do it.
Right.
Then I make a debate. I make a debate. Equatorian Ja, Nuer Ja, Denka Ja. I invited Chuluk and I invited all the tribes of South Sudan in that debate. But unfortunately, some tribes must send a delegation to. We end up ending Denka, Nuer, Equatoria discussion in the debate. It was a well-organized debate. Even I invited government. I invited the deputy commissioner of the police in Victoria. They came. They came with a lot of official, government official came. A member of parliament Zatuja, just to listen for us to discuss this. And a lot of youth came. A lot of youth, more than 100 something, or 150 youth attended the debate. It's all well organized debate. Even Achola, who are Miss May, was the one representing Denka by then. She was there even talking that debate. You see?
Wow.
We discussed, and we found that youth Mongal, they don't oppose issue that dowry. They don't oppose it. But at least the dowry should be minimized. And Haja Kutu Haja Ramsey, so that because they are going to build they're going to build their family. So the money almost to them of fruit, they put it for deposit the house.
Exactly.
Or maybe to start building their family rather than paying all this money for a dowry. And it's a very ridiculous amount. You can hear sometimes people are paying 100,000. Lana for Australian, it will reach 100,000, 150,000. People are paying dowry for that. It's a ridiculous amount. So they say this amount is not good, Ejama. Let us change at least something Ramsey, so we can afford to marry.
Exactly.
But if you guys continue asking this amount, Khawajat is free. We can go to Khawajat very easy. And now we are going to lose our race. Now we're going to lose our identity of South Sudanese. And indeed, their points were well taken, and people are appreciating. At the elders Alcanta, Nuer, Al Jauta, Equatorian Ja, they say, yeah, you are actually right. So people agree that this thing is right. So we have agreed in These are the things that we have done in the level of the Sudanese community in Victoria. Then the other thing,
go ahead.
The other thing I have done, the other thing we have done in Fajulu community. That's what I did in Fajulu community also. That is before that. In Fajulu community, طبعا عندنا tradition تاعنا Fajulu is يعني داوري ده مكتوب أساسا. يعني ده طبعا ما جد معروف. ما سامبلا ساكت في صار so ما سامبلا. So عندنا مثلا قال في قروش البدي لصدر تا يلا في قروش البدي لبدلة تا أبو. يلا في قروش البدي لهو توريا. هتا. So those things are all written. Fi guru sama kamangalta kantadanga or all those things are well known. Magigair fi tradition. So once this is the higher tradition they want. Once you pay all this, then the actual dowry, they will tell you in dowry there, ita kandada fahasi, you're welcome. But if you don't want to pay now, just put higher Ramzi. Hatta kanta kata jine wahid. In the name of dowry, that will be considered. Yeah. Because you say the reason why people making it Kele Dafa Bera Bera, the reason why. It is to link the family every time and then. If I have some money, I can also call that family again to come and sit down that and do have sit under that foundation. Len mala la kan dafa to. Nasbeji bogod, nasbeji bashro merisa, nasbeji bakulo. People gather again, and then happiness again will renewed.
Exactly.
That is the meaning that dowry lana fi, especially lana fi tribe to bad speakers. That's the meaning of dowry. We don't pay mahar dema but for kullu. Lana fi bad speakers, you don't pay mahar all, never. Ita kan dafata mahar ta kullu, they are saying you are bringing curse to your marriage.
Wow.
Tagati jibo curse le marriage bitak. Marriage bitak dema bistemir. That's what they believe. Then the other thing also, if you pay the full dowry, then the respect will not be there. You will not be respecting anyone. Hatta ma بحترم ذات المرأة بتاعك ما بحترم أهله. لأن أنت قلت شنو؟ أنا قرأت دفعت شنو؟ المال كله.
المهر ده كله.
أنا دفعت كله ما في زول يتكلم معي. شو ده؟ لكن نزل عمل حدود قال نو حاجة ما يدفعوا كله لأنه دايرين شنو؟ الرسبكت أنا ده كله يكون فيه ده واحد. ونمرة اثنين كمان دايرين شنو؟ لازم شنو نتقابل كل زمن مع الزمن نتكلم.
تواصل مع بعض.
تواصل مع بعض. This is the meaning of dowry. And if you bought speakers. So in Victoria now, for your community and the documents, we have the documents. Documents are dowry defi. الناس ماشيين يتزوجوا بدو documents زي قالت تدفع ده مكتوب قروش ده كله مكتوب.
ايوه.
كده 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 تدفع ده كده كده انتهى. In one incident, عملنا marriage to Victoria with that document. The marriage only took 20 minutes. Can you believe?
Wow.
Only 20 minutes. الناس تانيين قاعدين في بيت الثاني يلا الناس اللي قاموا نيجوشيشن في مع الزواج بس طوالي ما الناس لسه كان جايين عشان مو جايين ضدهم في شنو في نيجوشيشن تاع الزواج بس ضربوا تليفون قال ما تجوا خلاص الزواج انتهى هي حاجه انتهى خلاص 20 minutes. People come and celebrate. That's it.
ما عقد الامور.
ما عقد امور ولا في جرجره ولا كلام فارغ. Documents are there, thing, 1, 2, 3, fully stop. Then people celebrate in the morning.
لكن do you think أبو ليلى do you think ده طمع ولا ده من شنو؟ لأن you mentioned early إن في ناس بتزوج ب 100 أو 150,000 في أستراليا. هل ده من طمع ولا ده من بس إنه competition؟
ما في واحد competition. لأنه بيت فلان زوجه مثلا 50 أنا در بيت زوجه شنو ب 60. شفت ده competition. لأن الحاجة الثانية كمان يوم الاثنين الناس بيشوفوا اللي هو المستوى بتاعك المالي. انت الراجل ده تقدر تزوجه بيشوفوا المستوى بتاعك ذاتك. انت لو فعلا زول شغال كويس they know that you are working very well, you have some money, they will charge you. يلا في ناس ذاته في ناس المين قروش ذاته قاعدين يزوجوا ما قاعدين charge all this amount. المين قروش they know that this person is poor ما بيسألوا قروش ذاته.
لا يودوني
ما بيسألوا كله بس انا شرب بقرة 5 شرب بقرة خلاص امشي يا عم.
ايوه انا مشاكل ايوه يعني من الاسره ومن باك جراوند بتاعك بيعرفوا زول ده كيف.
يب يا
بعدين
ما
الفي بتاعه بيختلف.
يا ما قعدك مع مجتمع الناس بيشوفوا زول فعلا شغال ما بيعرفوا ما هو قاعد يشوفك زول شغال يعني زول شغال عنده قروش خلاص that's it.
يا جماعه يا جماعه طيب طيب انت قلت قبل ناس كتير رفضوا انه بيشوفوا ان البرايس از تو هاي. طيب هسه في شباب بيقول انه ما دام كده احسن نحمل البنات ما دام جينا بالطريقه الرسمي والناس ما دايرين الزوج برسمي خلاص مرتين ونحمله ونشيله عندنا والبي خسارات بعدين.
يب
كده الفاميلي خسرانين لان السمعه بتاع حاجه قروش اللي دايرين ده ما بيكون ذا سيم برايس.
يب yeah it's true it's true شباب قاعدين يقولوا كده قاعدين يقولوا it's true yeah but the good thing with Chulu community I think Chulu كان system كويس تمك يعني they got a very good system لانه طبعا انت بس في 10 بقره بدفعوا ده تمك يعني من through generation so just pay 10 بقره and that's it that's in Chulu that's what I know in Chulu.
زواج ما بيزيد القروش ما بيزيد
ما بيزيد 10 بقره ما بيزيد بس بيكون في حاجات تانية بسيط لكن المال اللي بساله ده it will never exceed 10 cows never. Wow. That's a good thing in
Chulu. Even though you have a lot of money you only pay 10
cows. No not more than 10 cows الا اللي انت داير بالنيه بتاعك.
لكن 10 cows اوكي اصلا في النوير البقره ممكن ب 300 او 400 دولار مثلا حسب النيجوشيت. زمان كان $200 بقر لكن شويه الاسعار زادوا بقي ب 300. هل ال 10 بقر ده بيكون بسعر بتاع 300 ولا depend on the family؟
No.
We charge you $400 per cow.
No. ما في الناس بيعمل لعبات هسه زي في فيكتوريا. يعني في زمن ثاني البقره بقلب 300 يلا في زمن ثاني بيغيروا البقره ب 500 شو انت بيعمل لعبات زي ده. يعني بيشوف زي ما انا قلت بيشوف الحاله الماليه بتاعك فانت دول كده
مش الوضع بتاعك كويس بقول لك بقره ب 500
هي
يا جماعه جنوبيين يا جماعه لكن if you look at it لو ب 500 and you only paying 10 it's a win-win. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, 10 is 10 for consumer. It's not bad. هو كل ما 5,000.
Yes. لكن لما نقول لك البقرة ب 500 ولا 100 بقر then
that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem.
Especially Nuer and Dinka, you know.
Yeah, especially Nuer and Dinka. This is really something ridiculous. Really ridiculous.
It's not easy, brother. It's not easy at all.
So, yeah, this community they need to sit down, and devise a ways and not but for the cave. It's really got to carry economy assassin. When you see someone paying 100 cows, يعني مش دفع $100,000 يعني $100,000 كان هو قطعه كان في deposit the house. It will help the two, the family. It will help them. حتى إذا ذاته أهل بكرة بعد بكرة ممكن تيجي تنوموا في بيت ده.
صح. المشكلة هنا في زي ما قلت قبل شيء في كاتوريا وفي باريا. يعني في النوير ما عندنا كلام بتاع بقر امين بتاع اسايا بتاع يابا بدله بتاع يابا. Traditional are different.
Okay. Yep.
Do you think is it the that's why prices are different? Do you think عشان تغيرات بيختلفوا how people are taking advantage؟ لو كان تغيرات لو كان واحد زي بتاع شلو then things will be easy. حتى لو ب 500 لكن traditional are different.
That's correct. ده مشكله التراديشن ده مشكله لانه زي ما انا قلت لك في بار سبيكرز الحاجه المهم دي الحاجات اللي ذكرنا اللي هو مثلا التوريه وهي البدله والصدر تاوم اللي هو ده رده تاوم ده بتاع خالتي دي الحاجات المهم بسالوا منك ده يسماس you cannot run from it you have to pay it لكن الحاجات ده ذاته لو انت جمعتهم كله ما بوصل ذاته 4,000 ولا 3,000 ما بوصل يعني كان ممكن بوصل 5,000 ولا 6,000 بوصل ممكن يوصل في وقت الحالي بوصل $6,000 بوصل 6,000 $7,000 لكن after that then you have the freedom تمالي ده بقى بقول لك خلاص if you have something you just pay if you don't have no problem just put something رمزي انت خدت $1 واحد then we will know that you have paid a dowry That's it. Then you have that freedom.
Okay. Well,
You should
can kid a quiz. You have freedom. That's good. Okay, man, not everybody, you know.
Yeah. طبعا ده لأن في بعض speakers there. Is there.
طيب عندك في باري مثلا لو زول طلع نوراوي مثلا وجاي زوج بيتكم. Did you guys charge him the same price as زول بارياوي ولا بيكون different؟
ده سؤال ده سؤال ده سؤال كبير. ده سؤال جاب لنا كان مشكلة في فيكتوريا. كلام ده نوراوي زوج بيتنا and then people want to charge a lot of money. So الناس قسموا يا زول. قالوا يا جماعة ما ممكن. This thing is wrong يا جماعة. And the last you have to be sincere sometimes. Yeah, we know they are from different tribe. لكن شنو حاجة دي ما يكون بيها كمان يعني حاجة خيالي لطريقة الناس قابل. So let's make it at least something affordable.
Yes.
فالناس community قسم almost community قسم.
Yes.
Yeah, people are قسم. So because you know the good thing with us, if there is something wrong, people will say no, this thing is wrong. We don't want it. That's the good thing.
لانه مرتين من كتوري من باري جوبا نباري. So they charge me 5 million SSP when I get married. وما ادري في زمن واحد. So that's meaning يالي they will come and pay it off.
That's correct.
That's correct. في الزواج ده انا دفعت 3 مليون SSP. يلا الباقي ندفعه برا.
Yep.
ما تدفعه كله. حتى لو عندك
No, you cannot.
Yeah. You have to pay
you broadcast to the family. You broadcast to the family. Your marriage will not last.
Exactly. لكن كلام انه قبيله من تاني ده they're supposed to be equal. اصلا لو كان شو كنت قبيله انه 10 بقر ده 10 بقر ده شو ده بيكون بس لو انت شلكاوه كمان.
لا برضه حتى لو انت انا حضرت تاني ما انا حضرت
قبيله تاني you still pay 10.
وجلو مشينا في هيدر انا دون زو بيت شلوك سالوا منها 10 بقر ده قال لي انت ماك دي لازم ما بيزيد. لكن زي ما انا قلت في حاجات تاني صغار يعني مثلا زيت انا خال قال خال ده في جوبا خال ده حاجه كده ده بقى زياده دي مبالغ في محل ده يعني زياده دي بالغ في محل. لكن المال التمك ده لازم ده ما بيزيد 10 نيفر.
طيب لو كان 10 بقر ماشي لمك والاسره عنده شنو كده؟ what is the family gonna get؟
ما 10 ما ده قانون ده قانون كتوبس قال ده ما كيعمل. لكن 10 بقر ده كانوا زار ماشي للفاميلي.
وانت كنت ما قبل كنت كانوا ماشي لمك.
لا ما ماشي لمك ده فاميلي لكن
قانون ده
قانون ده ما كيطلع قانون.
اوكي
ما كيطلع قانون ده فاميلي. ولا 10 دي كانوا ما بدي لعم ولا منو حاجه كده. المهم بدلو ده حقه. لكن حاجه ثانيه تهت وترس اما وخالات ودل في صغار في دي ممكن يعني انا متذكر ايرز ذاك يعني مشينا كده لحد وصل كانوا 30,000 يا ريمبر 30,000 يعني
دولار.
ده هاي 30 دولار ده بالزيادات وجد كله.
لكن ده 10 بقر بس. لكن في حاجات ثانيه بيكون on top of the 10 بقر.
لا كله ما 10 كله وصل 30,000 دولار.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then is it required to pay it at once ولا تدفع شوي زي باقي القبائل؟
No, we I think you pay once. I think ده حاجه تمك ده لازم. That's what القانون 10 ده لازم بدفعه. That's what I can remember.
زمن واحد كله.
Yeah, that you have to pay once. That you have to pay. Then the rest you can just negotiate and you negotiate with them. That are not important.
طبعا العذر بتاع الخال وبتاع شنو ده المش.
Yeah. الثانيين ده الصغار ده الخال وكده ده البراو. These are not important thing. I think the most important one, which is the 10, القانون المكمل, that is the most important. If I'm not mistaken. Because I remember I attended that negotiation.
والله to me I think لو كان عملوا الارث بتاع كل القبائل بتاع جنوب السودان 64 tribes plus لو قلنا 10,000 will be reasonable. you know,
Yeah.
$10 مثلا.
Yeah.
You pay 5,000 cash لما تيجي تتزوج وال5 الثانيه تدفع باقساط.
Yep.
It's like when you're buying a car.
Mm.
مثلا الجنوبيين they can afford a car for 40,000 بيدفع 500 في الشهر لغايه ما to pay it off. It takes them 6 years, 5 years to pay it off.
That's
The
correct.
same thing can apply to the marriage.
Yep.
You know,
That's correct.
you cannot go over 10,000. Like you mentioned earlier, the new couple, they want to buy a house, they want to settle down, they want to go to the bank. They didn't sell a bit. Human win.
Yep.
There's
That's
no way.
true. It's
And
true.
where in the world are you going to get $30,000-$40,000 unless if you get a loan?
That's true.
If you're making $30 per hour, you know, there is no way that you will come out with 30,000.
Yeah,
You have bills, you have kids, you have family member you're sending money to. There's no way. So that's good for cooperation. They have to do something about it.
That's
you know,
true.
لكن الأسعار ده now instead of getting machine أقل, now they're getting worse. Like you mentioned, 150,000. هنا في أمريكا ممكن يقول لك 45,000 دولار. You know, وفي يمكن أكتر من كده. It depends. كان جاي من أمريكا they charge you more. جاي من أستراليا they charge you more. You know, ده بيبقى business. يلا بس كده يلا هيديه زي ما تقول يلا هيديه هيمشي للخواجات كده منى خسران احنا.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
You know, so we need to go ahead.
In that meeting they say with their mouths, you know, if you guys are charging us this amount, we are going to, you know, to white people, because these people are, you know, we don't pay the dowry. We are going to them. They said it clearly to Nazil. Clearly. So it's So it's a serious issue. Serious issue.
ده بيكون خسارة كبير لنا.
Serious.
Let's talk about another thing that I add to when couples لما الاثنين بيزوجوا مرة يكون في disrespect. راجل بيكون راجل بيعلي صوته لمرة والمرة بيعلي صوته للراجل. You know, how can we control that؟ لأنه any marriage لما يكون في disrespect خلاص يا دوب جاي.
Yes, it's true.
يعني لازم المرة يعرف حد وين والراجل يعرف كمان حد وين. You know.
Yeah.
لكن لما يكون المرة بيفوت حد لما يوصل يشتم في الراجل العلاقة ده ما بتطول. You know?
It's true.
But how can we control that? Especially when we talk about the respect. Disrespecting أو حاجات زي كده. In your opinion, ده شيء بتحل كيف؟
والله طبعا حاجة الحل المفروض، لأن أساسا برجع مثلا للأسر. يعني مثلا انت الأسرة تبع تفكير ذاته أسرة من نوع أسرة انت قمت منه. طبعا في أسر تانيين أساسا تبيتهم يعني ما بقعدوا ساكت إلا مثلا مشاكل في بيت بس. ناس يعني بنقنق ميال أكب حاجة. انت تنقنق ميال وهم الصغار، دي أكب حاجة. يعني شنو؟ تقعد تعلمهم من يوم علينا بكرة بعد بكرة هم بيشيلوا نفس الطبيعة. شنو؟ تقعد تعملوا ده. I don't think we go back to the family يعني how they grew up. يلا انت الراجل انت جاي جديد، انت جاي داخل، انت مفتكر انه انت بتحاول باي طريقه بتاعك تقدر تحول المراه عشان يكون في احترام مع بعض. لكن it's going to be very 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 difficult for you to change that person. It's going to be very very difficult because these person have grown up in that environment. يبقى زول كبير خلاص. It's very very hard to change that person. So the only thing الممكن بيحصل you كان مثلا انت مرة وانت راجل you just ignore. Then I've seen some families they're just ignoring their partners. يعني كان شاف زول لبس كوراك بيignore. ما talk back. Then once you talk back escalate the issue. لأنه اللي طرف الثاني ده هو داير مشاكل كله يستمر. Once you start replying then escalating the issue. Then I just ما بكون له حل. So these are the things اللي برجع the foundation that إنسان ذاته how you grown up يعني ذاته تقوم في مجتمعاته. وحاجة تاني كمان الكنيسة كويس يعني whether I know كنيسة is very good. أنت قمت في environment اللي هو Sunday school when we are kids by then to Sunday school it will give that that moral understanding there's someone called human being. So you will start respecting people from early age. Early age. So then you'll have that knowledge, there is someone like this, there's someone like this. I have to do this, I have to do. I don't have to do this, I have to do. Don't have to. And these things are taught in Sunday school. Lakin kanta masanta resulta gomta bes na mchama sakit mind aya alaka with deen ukida. So it is gonna be a mess up. It's gonna be a mess up really. So دين اللي هو في البداية very important وأساس ذاته تزول لك قام من الأسرة ده is very very important. يلا كمان مجتمع طبعا في مجتمع بلعب دور في ناس تانيين طبعا في أصحاب مرات هم بيكون تأثير هم بيأثر في علاقة الأسرة ذاته يعني كان لقى واحد ضعيف منكم then that person will play a role in destroying the family. And also في حاجات تانيين حسادة بخش حسادة من الأهل مرات هم بيجيبوا الكلمات البطالة يعني في أهل تانيين هو بيتكلم معاك مثلا هو كان أهلك هو بيتكلم معاك كويس وأنت قاعد تتكلم معه يعني ده support that ما ربطك كده ما كده. Then when he goes and he start talking مثلا مع ما ربطك then كمان بيتكلم شنو ضدك ذاته. So they are playing double headed here. That's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. I've seen a lot. People are doing that. You see a lot.
المشكله ده هنا في سؤال هنا من اخوي ابراهام دين قال انه let me put on the screen قال انه but with no paying dowry when getting married but you pay when you get divorced here in the West you get in for free but when you get out it costs. لما تمشي في divorce you pay a lot of money. You know? يعني هو قصده الخواجات برضه ما قصده الجنوبيين. خواجه you pay خواجه تزوج يبقى free. You don't pay anything لما تتزوج.
It's true.
لكن later on when you try to get divorced that's when they will get you.
يلا كلامه صح لكن كلامه صح برضه لكن شنو ندير ذكر حتى ذات في قانون بتاعنا السودان في حاجه فيه child support is there but people are not respecting it. الناس ما قاعدين يتابعوا في قانون بتاعنا السودان فيه انت مثلا خليت مرة بتاعك انت لازم شنو تحاول تدفع ده في قانون بتاعنا السودان but people are not following it. فالناس خواتنا قاعدين they following this thing حتى من خواتنا بيكون علموا مننا ذاته because if you go through history you will find that في حاجات كتير خواتنا علموا مننا but for them once they learn from us monkeys stick forward. Like for us we don't stick in that thing that we came up with. We don't stick it and we don't follow it. These are the problem. Like if we were to follow those things are there. So supporting South Sudan in Sudan fee in Sudan in the whole Sudan the child support is there. It's there. You cannot.
Why they don't talk about it? Madam Fee, Lena's كتير ما عنده علم. You know?
My people are dodgy. That's they're dodgy. ما زال داير يزوج له 3 مرات 4 مرات يلا بيتكلم عنه كيف.
That's true. That's right over there. Exactly. No? So they just keep it that way. هم خلوه كده.
هو ده يزوج 3 مرات يلا بيجي يتكلم كلام تشجيع سبورت كيف يعني. ما ممكن. هو بيضر نفسه ذاته.
جنوبيين.
Yeah. Very funny as well.
People didn't talk about it. لكن
قالنا فيه. I remember في السودان فيه قالنا فيه.
Oh Lord. Wow. Well, okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. عشان كده أبراهام هنا بيقول إنه so it looks like they're the same. لو قلت for free they will get you لما تيجي تعمل divorce. لو قلت تزوج الجنوبية they will charge you a lot. لكن at the same time برضه الجنوبية ده برضه بيجي تطلقوا you will pay كمان. Now they will put you on child support. So the money is gone.
زي برا هنا ايوه زي برا دي حاجة تانية حتى زي برا هنا ذاته. Yeah, you still pay. انت دفعت مالي you have to pay also. You pay child support the same.
القروش دفعت في لازم يكون خلاص فات على كده.
ما قلت تدفعت فيه فات وانت لسه قاعد تدفع child support. So you better for me I marry خواجة لأنه بس I will just pay child support أنا ما دفعت كان مال. You see, I didn't pay dowry before, so I'm just paying child support. But you're paid child support. You paid dowry for Sudanese lady, and after you divorce, you also paid child support for that Sudanese lady. So two. So you're the loser.
The money that you pay, the last part.
You're the loser. You're the loser.
Asma, do you think lo could be agreement, Masala? If I marry you and I pay 45,000, later on if I get divorced, either we'll get a refund back or the support. Group agreement.
ده حصل مع خواجه كده طبعا ده زوج بنتنا الجنوبيه يلو جاب وراه وجاب وراه في قلدر زوج يا ناس لو جاب وراه كيف واهلك وين؟ والله بس المهم طبعا انا جاي زوج بنتكم ده قال في حاجه عملت تراديشن سو اي جاست كيم قال خلاص انا داير منك 10,000 قال انا بديك 10,000 لكن انا داير رشيد تدوني رشيد عشان ما يودك
انا خواجه جد
you give me a receipt yeah so that بكره I can claim back my money as well
very smart خواجه smart very smart
yeah so it's very funny as well
I don't receive
that's what they go that they موضوع نادي يقول الموضوع اي حاجه
you want to make sure like a guru
ايوه
10,000 is a lot of money brother
ايوه
it's not easy
شويه ثانيه هسه قايل لهم هذه تنزل في استراليا كمان يا هاد طبعا يوم عملنا ديبيت so one of the representatives came and told us قال انه في legislation في البارلمنت now there's a bill in the parliament كلام تبع مال لانه دي فات انه السودانيين قاعد يدفعوا مال كتير so they want to make sure ان انت كان قاعد تدفع مال ده you pay tax مثلا انت كان دفع لك مال so the receiver must pay tax to the government you have to pay tax to the government that's what the legislation in the parliament I don't know whether can even pass now or not that's what
that's what the Sudanese they're paying a lot of money
they had the Sudanese pay a lot of money in the dowry so then if you don't pay that money that tax so it will be considered illegal the practice is illegal so once you are found that you're doing illegal practice you can go to jail that's the legislation
it's like money laundering
money laundering yeah like money laundering you can go to jail that's what they told us in that meeting so I admire Cameroon's past legislation I don't know up to now but that's what they
that apply to just Sudanese ولا برضه القبائل الأخرى
I think في قبائل تانيين لكن mainly because سر بكون طالع من السودانيز mainly they know from Sudan لكن في قبائل بكون تحت لكن تعرف هذا قبائل تانيين ما بيتكلم حاجات زي اللي كواجات
تلقى زول قلادة بشال منهم مرة دفع قروش ومرة شالوا ومشى خربوا ومشى قال للحكومة
بوري طوالي حتى مرات ذاتهم في invitation مرات نبي نعمل يعني صار في tradition بطال يعني السودانيين are doing it يعني قاعد نجري كثير قاعد يحصل يعني يوم قاعد يدفعوا مال بيعملوا في hall that is really wrong and once you're doing that in a hall you are spreading the message كان في enemy فينك they will hear that message انت بتلقى في hall في مرات في خواجات هناك في شنو ناس بيتكلم فعشان كده tradition كان زمان قال له في دفع مال بكون في 3 ناس من اتجاه الراجل وثلاثه ناس في اتجاه المرأة ديل الناس اللي بيتكلموا عن المال في جوا ما في زول بيعرف السر ده those are the only people who know the secret so it قاعدين برا ده they will just come out and tell you that خلاص we have finished that process and now we can celebrate that's it
لكن ما بوروكم انه how much كان
no they don't tell but now people are doing opposite people are invited to the hall and then the dowry is paid in the hall and there's a lot of people there people are listening and the secret is going out
كنا كمان بنشوف في Facebook live مثلا
yeah Facebook live yeah
الترابيزه they're taking a picture
Yep.
live money.
Yep. And that's it. You see?
وده خواج بيجي يشوفوا يقول so you lie to us. maybe الناس يمكن يكون في low income قاعد في low income مثلا يقول لك how come you get this money وانت قاعد في low income or you're not working. We're helping you مثلا. And then all of a sudden لقوك انت عندك قروش كتير. Where does that money come from?
Yeah. That's it. This what's happening. دي الحاجات الاسرار ولا سماشي. So it's not a surprise. كانت سميتي انه خواجه سمي قال انه سليني قاعد في المال كتير. It's not a surprise. We are the one exposing ourselves to them. نحن expose نفوس كان اللي خواجه.
So ده ما rumors لكن سميته هيجي يطبق في قانون في استراليا. يعني
that's
coming.
That's someone told me she's from the government. They're meeting. She said they will be government. Oh God, there's a legislation coming. I know الناس اللي بدفع سمينا في مال بدفعه ما اللي بعدين تدفع فيه tax. If you don't pay tax, and we should consider the money is the money is illegal, so you can go to jail. It is said in the meeting. The rumors. I don't know whether the legislation being passed now or not. I don't know. Like that's what they said that time.
Okay, معنا أخوتنا فيفيانا معنا. Welcome فيفيانا.
أهلا. انتوا خليتونا انا ضحكت لما اشتركت. لكن حرام عليكم، انت بتدفع مال وبتجي تدفع ساي سبورت. جانا ده عيال ديل عيالك واحد، اوكي؟ انت قاعد تدفع لعيالك، وكان انت قمت قلتوا مثلا يكتبوا مثلا تأحد. انت ما ممكن انت تكتب تأحد لمال، لانك انت لما مشيت عرست مرة ده تعرسته برضا عن نفسك وبحب. كيف انت بتمشي تقول انا دار تأحد؟ ما بيمشي حاله، you know. ولما الثانية قاعد قلت شنو يكتبوا هناي بعدينك لو طلاق عمل رجعوا لك قروشك. قروشك ما برجعوا الا في حالة انه مرتك غلط في حقك. مرتك انت لقيته مع راجل ثاني برجعوا لك مال.
عارف كلام جاي من وين؟ ما قلنا انه مادام الارث خواجات for free and then in the end لما تمشي تطلق بتدفع قروش عشان سبورت وكده.
ارث خواجات for free. ارث خواجات شنو for free؟ انت لما تعرس خواجه لازم انت تشتري بيت، لازم تشتري لها اصحن عربيه، الخاتم الدبل اللي انت بتشتريه ده ثمنه 25,000 30,000 دولار. ده ما مال.
ده ريكوايرمنت.
يعني كمان هم كمان دارين الخاتم اللي يكون كبير ده كمان ما دحب الماس. ده ما مال.
Wow.
You know? Wow. You see, every side is hard. It's not easy.
So you have to يعني زي بتاع الغرابه دي العرب دي لما تتزوج
بس مش العرب بس يجيبوا الشيله والذهب بس كده. يا ويا I agree كلام انه مثلا المال يمشي يدفعوا في هون ده حاجه غلط، لانه ذاته عيون الناس. يمكن الناس ما يتفقوا، ده فضيحه براو. لانه بعض مرات في عرس بكون في مشاكل. لو النسبان قالوا دارين قروش كتير، النسبان التاني بكون في واحد فيكم هناك لقيه وزعل تاني واحد بهنا، ده مشاكل يتبلش هنا. ده كمان انت في هول، ده مشكلة. انا بشوف المال يعملوه في البيت، يدفعوا المال في البيت ويلا بعد كده للعرس هو في الهول، لكن المال ما مفترض يدفعوا في الهول لانه ده اسرار بتاع اسرة. It's confidential.
كده المشكلة كلام تاكس ده بيبين ما you have to pay taxes now للحكومة.
ما اديت الزول ما دقسوا ناس استراليا دقسوا ما يجيبوا لنا حاجه ده هنا في امريكا.
ما ده مشكله هنا.
والله قال الكلام ده حقيقه. حاسس شفنا من تكسب اللوتري مش انت بتدي معه 25% من اللوتري اللي هناك نجحت فيه. يا
لكن ده gambling ده they have to take money from you. لكن
ما هو ده حق قروشك يا جاي، ده قروشك ذاته بتقوم يشيلوا منها. حتى كنت ما قطعت الحظ ده، انت كنت كان لقوا القروش كان ما لقوا، لكن انت جيت بحظك وهم يلا هم كسبانين. Yeah.
So do you support كلام بتاع people that يدفعوا taxes؟
نو هاي انا جنايدة لما ولدت وربيته تجي دفعت له مصاريف معاه. هو مال ده براي كله، مال ده كله انت عارف زي ما قلت يا جاي المره اللي فاتت، مال ده كله ماشي لاحد هو ولا ابو بيلقاه حتى بيدي فيه تاكس شنو يا جاي.
يس كان $40,000 كله بيمشي ها
ما بيمشي حاله.
لا جنوبي عشان كده انا قلت لازم شنو يكون حاجه رمزي 10,000 تدفع 5,000 داون وتدفع 5 شنو داون بيمنت I mean payment you good.
لكن يا جاي تعرف ان احنا لو جينا زمن زمانك ال 10,000 ده ذاته كتير يا جاي. يعني كان مفترض يحسبوا المال بقروش السودان ونفس سعر الغنم ونفس سعر الحاجات بتاع الجنوب ولا بتاع الخرطوم، مفترض. لأنه شوف لما أنت تجي تقدم بيقول لك خلاص إحنا بنحسب غنم ده بقروش، هنا البقر بنحسبه بقروش، يهو بيكون السعر بتاع الخروف اللي بيشتريه. يلا خلي الناس يعملوا كالكوليتد السودان وين، لكن السودان ذاتهم لما يرسلوا لك العادات والتقاليد بيحسبوا لك بالدولارز. Can you imagine that؟
لكن اسمع لو عملنا كده انت بتكون خسران لانه البقر هسه في جوبا ب 700,000 pound which is about $700.
ما بطال.
اوكي لو زواج بيكون درب منك كم؟ كان زوجتك كان قال منك 700 بقر ب 700 وطلب منك 10 بقر ولا 15 بقر then how much you'll be ending paying؟
No ده ما بكل الناس منجنين بكون فوقه حاجات كتير، فوقه كم بقر زيادة. لكن نجوبة بكون بقرتين ويمكن 12 غنم.
لو قلنا هنشتغل بالسعر بتاع بقر ده هنخسر كتير. يعني if you're gonna pay 700 هسه البقر عندنا ب 400 ولا ب 300 دولار هيرس. Okay.
Wow.
And then if you're gonna charge 700 per cow ودير منك 30 بقرة then you end up paying a lot. احسن تدفع البقرة ب 300 ولا ب 250 then 3 بقار ده ممكن يكون ب 750 ولو شلناه بسعر جوبا you will end up paying 1 بقرة يا ب 700 دولار.
واو ده كتير. لكن الإرث لازم يكون اتفاقية يا جماعة. كمان انت الراجل اللي جاي تقعد معه زي المرة اللي فاتت نحن تناقشنا، انت جاي تقعد مع الراجل هتاكل شنو؟ وانت احتمال رجلك يكون سمح طوالي تجي تعمل جربة تيمانات. تيمانات دي هتربون كيف؟ قروش ما في.
قروش كله فات.
exactly. يعني مفترض الناس يفكروا.
يلا حاجة تانية برضه زمان يعني أنا قاعد أشوف في جوبا زمان حتى لو في زواج يعني الفاميلي في ناس أصدقاء بيجيبوا عفش مرات، يعني ناس بيجيبوا عفش تبيت بيجيبوا حاجات كثيرة دي هدايا للعريس بيجيبوا.
يس حقيقة.
لكن هسه حاجات دي بقى ما في ناس هسه بيعملوا شنو يعني حقك ده ذاتي يا بيشيلوا
الحاجة كتير. انت ما عارفين ما عارفين الفيلم الجديد الناس اتفتحوا في حاجة بيقول له شاور ودينج
بيبي شاور
شاور ودينج ده صحباتك يجيبوا والناس يجيدوا ويعملوا يعني ده نفس الطريقة. لكن هنا أغلبيتهم بيكون سينجل مام يعني ما محتاجين لإدة بس دارين الكاش.
ما هم أغلبيتهم اللي بيجيبوا حاجات بيجيبوا ملابس والحاجات ما عنده يعني ما عنده قيمة مثلا عارف ليش شنو يعني يعني عنده قيمة مثلا يجيب لي قروش يجيب لي حاجة كده
أسرة بتاعها. أنا صاحبة تعمل بيبي شاور ودينج قال لي يا أختي أنت لو جاي أنا دير كاش ما أدري أي هدايا لأن أنا ماشي نعرس. كلام واضح.
هذا بيزنس جد كاش اونلي.
الناس بقوا واضحين يا زول. يعني انت بتمشي تقعد في الكرسي اللي انت قاعد فوقه والاكل اللي تاكل فوقه ده يعني كانك مشيت مطعم بس ازاي فور فري.
انا مشاكل. قبل ما عندك كاش يعني ده ما تجي ولا كيف؟
ايوه لو ما عندك كاش تكذب تقول هناك عندك كورونا. انت ذاتك
انت ذاتك عيان.
لانه لو انت ما اعتذرت انا من دورك يجي ما في زول بيجيك بيدفع لك دفع.
ايوه
اصلا تكذب كذب كده كويس، يلا تقوم ترسل $50 في كاش اب and finish.
ايوه كده يو سيف.
يا لانه ده ذاته برنامج در تشتري الفستان، در تمشي تعمل شعرك، در تكب الغاز محل دوين وشنو بدا just send it in cash up and finish. مشكلة بس والله كده صعب
والله.
والخواجات انت ما بتضمن خواجة بتقعد معه 10 سنة.
لا طبعا.
من المستحيل من المستحيل تلقى خواجة تقعد معه 10 سنة. لو كترت تلو 2 عيال ديفورس جا.
يب it's true
والله لانه انت عارف الخواجات عندهم برنامج كده، ما في السوداني بقبل حاجه يقول لك وي جوينج جار نايت، انت تقبل بيبي سيتر لعيالك. في السوداني بقبل مره يمشي كلاب ويخلي عيال معه.
طبعا
ما في سوداني بيقبل، يعني كرامه السودانيين ده ذاته مشكله.
انت لو شفت مثلا نسبه الطلاق في الخواجات يعني زينا في استراليا يعني 75%.
حقيقه
75%
وانتوا الحمد لله قاعدين تتزوجوا. الحمد لله انتوا قاعدين تتزوجوا. انا هنا كله جيرل فريند اند بوي فريند. يقول لك I am not ready to be a wife. I am okay like that. Just imagine. والمشكله كمان انت لو طلقت املاك اللي عندك بتقسمه مع المره النص بالنص.
ما نص بالنص، لا 70%.
تقول هونوا المال
70% للمرأة يا زول. 70% للمرأة. عندنا 70 ولا 70% للمرأة. عندنا
انت راجل تجيب 30%. ولو عندكم بيت كمان
بيت ديسم 70% للمرأة.
شفت انا اشتغلت في الشغل ده مليون سنه لميت قروش ده تجي تشي. هسه نحن عندنا واحد ممثل اسمه جوني سمثينج هسه هو في محكمه. انت عارف ادى مره ده ما اعرف كم من ريال، والمره كذب قال ادى لي شرطي. الليله في المحكمه سمعت قالوا كلام ده كذب، هي ما قالت الحقيقه. يعني جاب راجل للسجن عشان هو بس دار القروش
كده. شوف
قروش يخليك تعمل اي شيء. امريكان ده البريء. انت لو عندك لايف انشورنس بيقتلوك عشان يشيلوا اللايف انشورنس. رايك شو؟ رايك ذاته
يا حاجه بقتلك بقتل طوالي.
قروش ده بس شيطان. قروش ده شيطان.
وخواجات بيعملوا طوالي لايف انشورنس ده اول باول يكون
اول
ليك انت ولا عيال كله ده هول فاميلي.
اول حاجه.
ولكن مشكله ذاته يا قاعد شفت انا فكرت يمكن زول يعملوا دس لكن تعملوا دس لو مت ما بقروش ده بيشتت بروح عليك.
ما في ناس تكتب في ويل. يعني انت مثلا انت كان عملت حاجه تكتب في ويل، يلا ويل ده تدوسه بعيد، تدوس مثلا تدوس الويل ده بعيد. يعني بس ويل بس ما توري قال انا مثلا عملت لايف مشوار ما توري انا عملت ده كله، بس تكتب في ويل انا كان مت كده. طبعا عندك محامي طبعا انا كان جاب بعدين كنت مت محامي ده بعدين بيجي ورا الحاجات دي كله.
لا بعد مرات هنا امهات انت بتوري جناك الكبير ما بتدوس من جناك الكبير. جناك الكبير ممكن يكتب لك ذاته.
وده حاجه انا عملت ويل بتاعي 50% goes to your mom to my mom 40% goes to my wife and then the rest go to my children.
تكتب بعيد تكتب بعيد. ايوه
لانه لو كان في حاجه حصل امك ممكن يبقى لعيالك.
يا استرو
امك ممكن يدي حاجه لعيالك. لكن لو كان مره انت كان مثلا انت مت مره مش زوج راجل ثاني وقروشك فاضي عمك عشان كده.
انت مجرم انت مجرم يا جاي مجرم.
عشان كده قاعد بيسمعها مان.
يعني انت ما ده راجل ثاني تمتع بقروشك.
ادي مره 40% ودي حاجه 50%. ال 40 قروش ده عيالك يشيلوا. ايوه اصل لو انا مت بعدين وراجل ثاني ما يشال مره منو خسران؟ ما انا خسران. وشوف هذا يا عم. I gotta be smart about this man.
والله سمارت فوقه بس انت فوقه.
خلي حاجه يشيل 50%.
بالعكس يا قاعد مرتك يقعد يكورك الوقت لما شكله يقبشين بوجه كريم بنزل الباروكه تحت، ده كله ما تدفع له يا جاي.
ما هو اسمع 40% كتير يا بيبيان، 40% كتير.
لا 50. امك ده مع امك يا جاي،
قرارات
امك ده تديه قال انت لو اديت الوقفيه على اخواتك امك بقوم بدي اخواتك معاهم.
ما كويس، ده حلال،
حنينه
ده بركه برضه، ده بركه.
ولو اخوانك ده
مش وضع ولا اخوانك ما كويس كمان.
ولو اخوانك ده متزوجين رجاله نمشي استمتعوا بالقروش،
لكن دقيقه
ياكل
بيبيان،
باخواتك وياكل
اسمع
قروش
بيبيان، لو انا اديت مره بتاعي اديته 100 اديته 100%، هل تفتكر 100% ده هيمشي يا اخواني ولا ما بديهم؟
والله حميانين اللي انا بريدهم بديهم، اللي ما بريدهم ولا بديهم ولا جنيه.
ما هو ظلم.
لانه من حميانك ده لو 10 في واحد بيكون يو فيفر يو بادي يو نو، ده انا بديهم نص والنص، اما الثانيين ده ولا جنيه ما بديهم ذاته، لو دقوا الباب ما بفتحوا.
عشان كده افضل ندي لحجه وحجه يدي اخواني الثانيين.
ايوه كده
بس انت فقري يا جاي.
هذا هو اذا بكون خسران.
انت ميت خسران شنو يا جاي؟ انت ميت.
ما هو يا طيب انا ميت راجل ثاني يشيل قروشي يا ده كويس.
انت بري منك يا جاي، شكرتك لله.
قار لازم اخطط من هسه.
اي خطي ده زول.
انت يا ابو ليلى، انت لو ما هنا هتعمل شنو؟ هتشيل كم وهتدي مرتك كم وتدي باقي الناس كم؟
وده الحقيقه، ده الحقيقه، انت قلت الحقيقه، ما انا ذاته عملت حاجات زي كده.
والله بس انتوا قلبكم ما كويس، انتوا ما مشيتوا ارزه بقلب واحد.
لانه في النهايه مرة لو انت مرة هيقعد شويه هيكورك شهر شهرين. راجل تاني
قاي والله ما نساوين كلهم زي ده، بالذات انت لو راجل تمام ومعلم تمام والله ما بيلقى راجل تاني، والله بيقعد يفكر حاجاتك ده بيقعد
والله
لكن
ما هيزوج تاني لو لسه شاب، ما هيزوج تاني.
والله ده اللي في افريقيا يا بيبيان، لكن في
صعب انت لو بتجيب
راجل مشكله. انت ذاتك سافرت زي بعتيله وعمل زول تاني ورينا.
يعني حرام عليكم يا جماعه، ما ترموا النساوين دول زي ده، حرام.
That's true.
That is not good.
ده حقيقة يا بيبيان، ده حقيقة.
والله تشوف مرة راجل بيمشي حرب بيستنى راجل لما يرجع أخضر من خلاص، ده في شنو؟ هسه الراجل يمكن في الحرب هنا قاعد يكابس، ما في عسكريات.
أنا في مكوسة كمان، في سلاح هنا وفي سلاح قاعد يضربوا ليه.
والله في وقت الاستراحة ده في مكابسات.
اسمع انت لو بيبيان هتدي راجل كم 100% لو انت
من القروش؟
هاي
والله بصراحة رجال بديه، لكن شنو بدي الأولاد أكثر شيء، لأنه الراجل يمكن يعرس.
ما the same thing أنا فكر فوق بس.
the same نفس اللغة.
نفس اللغة.
وانا بريحهم والله اجيب بعاتي، كل ما اجي بجيب بعاتي ما بريحهم، لما نطلق المرأة.
عشان كده امك ممكن تعمل المستحيل انه يربي ما بيبخل عيالك. امك
ما بيبخل حقيقة يا امك، ما بيبخل. ما ده عيال ولد وكيف يبخل فين؟
لكن لو كان راجل ممكن يقول you know what انا شو ليه مرة ثانية عشان يجي يربي عيالي.
That's true.
Very important.
Very important, yeah. True.
Yes. ولا كيف يا بيان؟
قاعد بس حقار انا ما متفق معك ولا شتين.
ابو ليلى متفق معايا.
ابو ليلى مع راجل زيك عشان كده متفقين، لانكم مجرمين. والله يا جماعه بناحيه المرأة وفي ناحيه الراجل كله حار بصراحه. ويلا كمان لو طلعت النوع الراجل القلب كعب ذاك اللي بريك مرته بيشيل مرته وراه طوال بعد ال40. you know that happen. يعني مرة حسنا لما يحب راجله شديد وراجل يحب مرته، من راجل يموت طوال المرة بيموت ورا الراجل ولا الراجل. that is really true.
Yeah. It's happening.
ده حب الصادق.
يعني في ده حصل في جوبا ما اعرف قبل سنتين.
مم.
الراجل مات صباح والمرة مات في مسا
The same day.
يوم واحد. The same day. ده في جوبا 3 years
مهم.
ago.
ده
الراجل
الخطبة
مات صباح.
الحقيقي، ده
ما
خط
الراجل مات
تايتانيك.
صباح. المرة مات في مسا طوالي. في مسا ما ماتت.
يا
Very,
سلام،
very
والله
painful.
مخلصين.
Very
وعندهم
painful.
عندهم عيال صغيره ولا عيال
عندهم
كبار؟
عيال. عندهم عيال. عندهم عيال
Oh
كبار.
wow, that's the worst part. Yeah.
العيال ده اللي يدبروا حالهم يا زول. في خالاته، في بالذات خالاته بربوهم، والله ربهم مسحن تربيه.
لكن برضه هيكون في عنصريه. عيال اليتيمه دول ما بكون قاعدين مرتاحين على فكره يعني.
لا اختك بنت امك،
ما بكون زي
لا 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 قاعد اختك بنت امك وابوك والله جناك. هو الجنة بخلقوه وين؟ الجنة اول حاجه بخلقوه في بطن رحم خالته، حتى بيقوم بيمشي رحم امه. عشان كده بتلقى الخاله حنينه، الخاله بيكون في محل ام. ويعني ممكن الخاله يعامل يا الاخت لما العيال ذاته عيالك اللي تولدتهم يقوموا يغيروا من هنا من عيال خالتهم. حاسه انا عندي اختي الكبير ماتت، انت عارف انا عيال عندها 3 عيال، العيال ده اللي انا بحبهم من جوا قلبي. you know I love them so much. بنتي الكبير يومي بيسكت ما قال حاجه. مره مشى دبي لخالته قاعدين يتكلموا، قال انت عارفه الاهتمام اللي امي بتدي لي بنات خالتي والكلام وشنو والله انا ما اتغير. اختي طلعت واضحه، قال لها انت عارفه لانه دين ما عندهم ام، عشان كده ام تحاول انها ما يحس بالمان. انت ما تغيري منها. قالت له والله خالتي انا قاعد نغير but you know what I'm going to try work on it. قالت لي لما ترجع امريكا امشي اقعدي مع امك واحكي لها انت حاسه شنو. لما هي جات قمت قلت لها هسي لو واحد من اخوانك ديل يتزوجوا وواحد مات هتشيل العيال ولا ما؟ قال لها انا بشيلهم. قلت له طيب انت لو في بلد تاني وهم في بلد تاني؟ قال لي ما حقصر منه حد. قال لهم دائما قلت له this is what I do you know and then شويه قلبي like this is really problem you know. الخاله حنينه لدرجه ضغيف لانك انت بتشوف اختك في العيال. والله هو صراحه السبيريت بتاع اختك ذاته بيكون معك. لو في اي حاجه حاصل مع عيال يمكن يديك حلم تدق لهم الصباح something wrong.
It's true.
True.
عندنا جيجي لام how are you?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Welcome back, Gigi Lam.
Nice to see you guys, and you are trying to change the community, their mindset, and yes, we are here to be with them. And therefore, it depends on individuals how they're going to figure out. Yes, we have to knock their door. Yes, through our noise, because we're trying to. Gailam show is about alerting. We are alerting them, and we're trying to remind them. Guys, come up and let us sing. There is things that are moving around us and knocking our windows. Let us just wake up our ears, and I think that they show Gailam about. And before I go further, Gailam, you are a great man with your audience and all the listeners. We are here to educate ourselves. It's not intention to condemn one another. Come with your idea. I listen to you. You listen to me. Not a situation that you condemning my idea. My idea doesn't go to how you think. Just quietly, just trying to suggest, Yigilam, this is what you think you should be saying, or how things should be going. That is how we can move forward. And thank you. And topic is about what today?
About the dowry price is getting worse. What can we do to help to reduce the price? I mean, is there any way that we can do something about it in terms of if we can put a fixed plan, Muslim, for example, that my brother Abuleda was mentioned earlier, Gal Fishuluk, you only pay 10 cows. Even though you have a lot of money, but you're only required to pay only 10 cows, for example, don't you think that if you can apply these ideas to all the 64 tribes, do you think that will help?
Thank you. That's the topic.
Yes.
First of all, we have to learn, because when we go to various places, we learn different belief, different customer. Customer is mean about culture and belief. If I'm wrong. Yes, we have to define what Dowry mean about. That's one thing. Sometimes we do not understand it. But in our culture, how I understand it is about the gift and blessing to the family who brought up the girl. It's not about selling the girl. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, we agree.
Same thing to Viviana and Abulela.
I think the same. Yeah, the same thing. It's not about it's not about buying the girl. It's about appreciation, giving appreciation to the family, for raising that girl. That's the meaning. The same.
Thank you. The most important we have to identify is about the girl, the person that God bless her or he. Do they have understanding? Because foreign matter is about concerning about the child that they thought is the extension. Do they have a proper place that they're going to? That person, do they agree they're going to treat themselves with dignity? Hasn't said that. Our people, they have to analyze. Marriage is not about buying a person. It's about blessing and building the God plan to remain green. Yes. Before I lost my way, I think there's so many things that we have to review in constitution of marriage. Marriage is a blessing. It's not about buying a person. I fell short, Gailam. If you can just continue to remind me, our society, because they got too much power, but they do not understand what marriage means. If could you empower me a little bit, because we're here to learn from each one another. What I mean, could you continue to remind me about the topic? It does not mean that I don't understand. Could you just rewind and then? But what does marriage mean?
We are on the same page, but the thing here is why some people sometimes they take advantage. The price are not the same. For example, maybe Nuer can charge you 40,000, for example, and Equatorial will charge you 35,000. Why we're not agreeing with the fixed price? Even in Australia, my brother Abulela said that there's some people they pay up to 150,000. Imagine that. How are you going to secure even your the newly couples? They want to buy a house, they want to settle down, and maybe they want a future, they want to have kids.
Before I forgot, Kailam, people don't understand how we connected. They don't understand what the marriage means. Marriage is about keeping the seed that would keep the God plan remain to have a human on the planet. But they put the profit first before they understand what marriage means. Marriage is about to keep the seed and those seed will have to produce other seed. It's not about love. It's about everyone need to have extension. Extension mean I have in where I have square. Square mean my seed have to be remain exist. But everyone have to work hard through that to have square remain. But those are confusion. We don't study all those things. I think every one of our community, everyone deserve to have square because, like you said, Abulela said the same thing. But it's a matter of the language. I don't know how you guys react. But what I'm saying, all this demanding of dowry is a matter of demanding results of things that we do not understand. Why do we demand results? We take our children as a property that we put in auction, or when I'm saying auction, it's like you put your object, something object on the selling, that your intention is you need to gain profit on it. But that's not what the child mean. And thank you, Gaila. And then I need to know the reaction from Abulela and others. Marriage is a blessing, it's extension to keep the seed going, to keep the God plan remain green, to have human. Everyone, woman, man, they need to have extension to remain behind. That's how I think. Thank you.
Yeah, and also in addition to what you said, for us in the Bible speakers, we are saying, marriage is about the connection, the whole relationship, the family ties between the two families to come together every time. So you'll find in my tribe, even if you don't have even money, still people will give you, a girl.
A girl.
So they just want you to have, that attitude. You have to that respect. That's what they need only. You are saying Mali who are dowry is not important for us. The most important thing is to have respect for the family, have respect for the lady, have respect for the entire community. If you
have a seat behind.
Yeah. If you have those things, people will give you their ladies free. And it has happened a lot, especially in my community. A lot. People are married free. Even they don't bother even to ask you. The only time they will ask you when your relationship becoming deteriorating, when the relationship is not going good, then that family will start thinking of asking the dowry. And the other thing also, the other time, people will ask dowry if the lady died. That's in my community. If the lady died, that's the only time where that family will come and say, so you did not pay dowry before, so it is now time for you to pay the dowry before we bury our lady.
And reason, Abulela? And reason, because when somebody die and then they start asking dowry, and reason behind it, because the person is already died and they already allow your daughter, and then when your daughter die and then you start asking, any reason?
The reason why probably they want to give blessing, because like in my tradition, when people when someone being buried, the two families must be there. So like for instance, the uncle of that lady, that's the most important person. If you die in my community, if I die, the most important person in my community, in my family, is my uncle, who are the brother of my mother. This is the most important person. This is the first person who will throw that that hot turab, bukubu turab fi turbare. This is the first person will do it. My uncle. Then after that, the rest will follow. So probably they are asking that dowry because they want to give, that appreciation to that uncle. But I don't know the actual reason, but I'm thinking because of that. Now, if in my community, like if I die, most of my uncles are there. It's still my family has to give Ganamaya to uncle, so that the uncle will come and put that first soil. The uncle will come and put, because now he's now happy. He's now giving you blessing for you to go in peace. That's maybe
Yeah,
the reason.
yeah. I think Abulela. Let me just helping you. I found some culture somewhere out of South Sudan or Sudan, because I believe I'm a Sudanese myself. Even but though it has been divided into two because of those business situation. Yes, there is some culture. If you don't marry, if you do not complete those gifts, wherever you marry your wife, you will not be buried in your land. You, the man, you will be buried from mama side. I think I learned those cultures, and there is a reason. Therefore, the reason they treat it as a friend or somebody who went to go hunter the animal somewhere. When they die, when they collect the body, they have to come home because he hasn't got the situation. Because the reason is about there is no that person just went to hunters and whatever happened to them, it certainly happened, but they have to collect it. It's like if somebody attack you from nowhere, your parent will not abandon you because marriage is institution of bondage and agreement, giving the parent the hope by giving them their blessing. But if that blessing do not exist, yes, uh, because every one individual have a mindset, they, the child will not, the child, they will not condemn their child. But when things come to that category, and then they will live. When it come to a situation, the end of the life, but they still treating their child with the dignity, and then they say, okay, our child just went to hunter. We is our child is a part of us, and then we have to bring home because there is not anything that has been amended by wherever the child go, and then therefore they have to wake up because they treat themselves with dignity, and then they have to go and collect that body, and then they come to their home. And I think that's all those culture really mean, and therefore, yeah, you are correct.
Yeah. In addition to that, also, this thing connected with belief. When people believe on something, that belief will continue. And I can give you an example to myself. My grandfather Laila, when he married my grandmother, so the dowry was paid. My great father paid dowry cows. Because my great grandfather used to have cows, so he paid cows to my grandmother, to the family of my grandmother. So those cows, after a while, returned back because the cows cows knows where they came from. So the cows returned back to our family, to my great father. So, yala, for him, he kept to himself. So don't think, keep hunting my family. So you'll find we have a lot of issues in family. Debts, I just hustle. until recent, when my auntie died, then those family who my great father Hababa Taira Jo, kalam kalam da. They say itakon al mal takon kan da Paul al Hababa takon da mal da raja, we need it. So that you guys should have peace. You know, for you to have peace, we need those things back.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And now
Yeah.
you are paid na da family haja la wala se asan na ganam arrangement shandat fatani. Yani shuf da tajidde haja al fat tajid zaman.
Because you guys need to
I
be curse on it.
what I just because I will just be giving others people a chance. Abulela, those are the things we have to communicate to each other, and we view our dignity. When I mean our dignity, everyone has got a purpose, but
Yeah.
it seems we don't understand what marriage means. Let us work as Southerners to define what marriage means. To me, myself, marriage means about keeping the seed, keeping the plant to grow.
Mm.
How do you think? It's not about love. Everyone need to have a seed behind. Everyone need to have extension left behind.
Mm.
And therefore, people busy all the time. I need somebody to love me. It's not about love. It's about keeping. You need to you need to keep the tree grow. That is about marriage. If we understand that, we will not have problem. Everyone need to have terrace. Therefore, yeah, it's a good topic. Let us understand marriage, and we understand why the dowry. Dowry is a gift, a blessing.
Mm.
As a father, you need to have extension. Future is what? Extension. And thank you. And that
Okay.
is the view
Guy,
I
let me
think.
say this one. Guy,
Mm.
Gigi Lam,
Mm.
you say married is not about love. That
Yeah.
I don't think is correct thing. It's not right sound. Because if you're not in love with that person, how are you guys going to be in one house all time? Yes, but now if you don't love someone, you cannot be in one house with that person. How are you going to do anything with no love? And you thinking about seed. If I don't love you, the seed will never come. Because when I'm giving you my body, I am not happy to give it to you. I'm just give it to you because I am your wife. That is not going to mean for you or for me like
Okay,
thing,
it's a question, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's good about communication. I learned something from you because you asked me that question.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime in Western world there is what called girlfriend and all this, right?
Mm.
I have to grow as a boy. You have to grow as a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But the end of the teenagers and there is time you have to decide you need to marry. First of all, you have to ask yourself why you need to get married. And despite you've been jungle around with all friends you love, but there is time of everything. And this thing that we have to go deeply and analyze. Yes, when I say marriage is not about love, it's about keeping the seed. Yes, I can back, and I hope the individual who have the same thought will back me. It's about the decision. Yes, do I mean something as a human? Do I need my identity to remain flow? Yes. And then, despite all these demands, I would keep my seed remain as the tree has to still grow. But because in that spirit we do not practice, we will be feel strange when I say marriage is not about love; it's about keeping the seed. But what we put in priority is about love. Love is what you love, but what you keep is not what we're talking. What I'm talking is what we keep to keep the planning move forward. Therefore, to come to your point, you keeping your seed in the land that would make your the fertile land. Fertile land is about the love. Therefore, you have to look where the fertile land, the land that your seed will grow well. That's what connect to love. Therefore, it will be showing up individual to look that fertile land. And I think that's what I point of view related to. But it's not about love. But do you find the fertile land? And that's related to love. Thank you.
You want to add something, Vivian? You said or Abulela? Do you agree?
Yeah,
it's not about love.
I just want to add something here. For me, I used to say that maybe a long time ago, and the most important thing in marriage is tolerance. That's for me. Tolerance is the most important thing for me. No, love may come there, but I think tolerance is the most important thing, because we need to tolerate each other. If we don't tolerate each other, this marriage will not continue, even if you love each other.
Thank you, Abulela. If I catch you, I say when you need to cultivate the seed, you look for fertile land. A land that when you put your seed down there, your seed may grow well, right?
Yeah. So
then marriage is about keeping the seed going.
Yeah.
And then when we reach to a certain ages, we need to keep our identity to remain behind. That's what I think we are missing. Yeah. And then you look the fertile land to plant your seed on. And then fertile land is a lot. And thank you.
Yeah. The reason why I'm saying tolerance is most important, if I look at the marriages in the Western world or in other communities, you'll find, you will see them all the time. I love you, I love you. You see all these signs, as does love. And people go kiss each other, they do this, I love you, I love you. But at the end of the day, you will find that the rate of divorce is too high than us who are not showing that sign of love. So which means we South Sudanese, we tolerate each other more than loving each other. Because when we are sitting with me, you're with me in the house, you have come up with we came to live together with different behaviors. You have a different attitude. You have a different approach to each. So there are two individuals now are living in one place. So those two individuals, to live together, they must tolerate one another. They must tolerate the attitude. You must tolerate my attitude. You must tolerate مثلا حتى ذاته مثلا كان قاعد نوم ما في زول بشكر في ثاني بشكر ثاني في زول بشكر في ثاني ما قاعد يشكر. So you need to come up with a device on how to tolerate الزول اللي قاعد يشكر, Be someone in the house eating a lot, someone who's not eating a lot. So those things need tolerance.
Gailam and Bibian, sorry, Abulela. The word used by Abulela is a very important word. And what allow you to cultivate your seed? You have a tolerance and determination. Tolerant is you have a heart of compromise and know what you are doing. I'm not throwing Abulela because when we are communicating in this important forum, is about education toward to each other, accommodating each individual view. Your view of tolerance is that's what would allow you, if you don't have to cultivate, what allow you to cultivate the seed. You have a mind of tolerance.
Mm.
Tolerant, it is a great word, and these are things that we need to learn, because some of us we don't know what word tolerant, because they use them in the book, but sometimes even in Western world they don't mean what they say. They
Guy,
say the culture.
Yes.
me
Yes.
ممكن تشوف الكومنت لأنه في ناس هناك يمكن يكون في أسئلة ولا حاجة. Can you تقرأ الكومنت please?
Yes,
Continue,
I just need to finish behind,
No,
and I
Okay.
really
but
I
you good.
just need to give thanks to Abulela for word tolerant. Tolerant is what allow us to understand each individual. Tolerance exists to word compromise. When you are tolerant, you mean in a you are existing a word of patience to accommodate someone. Tolerant is a great word. I don't ignore, but we have to communicate. But we have to understand what is marriage about. It's not about love itself. That's what I just trying to say. But the word tolerant is a great word, but sometimes we use it to get our way through. But some of us we don't mean it. And thank you, Abulela, is a great word. And guy
Yeah,
too.
I think our brother here, Achar,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he said very important thing. I have been talking about dowry. We need to reduce it. We fix the dowry. Let's make marriage affordable to our
Dori,
men.
sorry,
And let us stop
Abulela, Dori, I say
the
in
dowry.
marriage to all the audience, yes, it's a good thing. Marriage is not about selling I cannot sell my daughter.
Yeah, that's what.
Marriage is
The way you
is
but different people that have a different mind too.
yeah, marriage it in some uh, guys, marriage is about connected and blessing to everyone have a relation in blood, and that's how it work in Nuer culture. Nuer culture, if you got uncle, auntie, and all these people have to get blessed,
Mm.
and that's why the dowry is always go high and high, and therefore we are here to educate ourselves, and in those expectations we have to trim it down. And there is people within the relationship, if the whoever connect to your daughter hasn't got those much blessing, they have a heart to come down, heart of tolerance. Yes, there's what we call nyal a girl. They call it a touch, because your girl, whatever, you will find a giver at any time because nyal a touch. But those things we are not putting in practice. We all have in word. Marriage should be depend on agreement on whether the girl connect with.
Yeah,
It
thank
should
you.
not
Thank
be
you.
intensive
Thank you. I like
to
that.
a fry that people will be testify. If you don't give this fry, we not give our girl. I
JJ,
don't support. I
that,
don't support
that
that.
read
People did disagree with you here.
yeah, read the
Yeah,
comment. I like the comment.
yeah. I hope, because I'm just the time is different. Yes,
Mm.
they have to agree. They have to disagree, because that's why the debate about it.
Mm.
Therefore, It's not about selling the girl, it's about blessing. And the most important, the girl is happy, Weber connect, and the connection, Weber connect with the girl, do they have a value toward, and they have a purpose? You have to understand that what we treat. But people don't have to take a girl as a auction. No. In mere concept, many people do not research, but we come to term of education, we have to take research. It's about blessing the people who connect with the blood. And if you could, because I don't want to open the light that I can read the common, could you relate any the
Yeah,
extreme common that has been made?
yeah. There's a comment here from Abraham Deng, JJ.
Mhm.
Abraham Deng was saying, if marriage was all about keeping the shit, then marriage has no place.
Yes.
We will just go to any woman and any man just to produce children.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, in other words, he's saying, in marriage, we are not going to marry just because we are going to have children. But
Yes.
there's some marriage also, we will go and you will never have children. So we still will remain, as married couple.
Yes.
So for him here, he's right. Now, I've
Right.
seen a lot of people. They marry, but they have got no. God never blessed them with children. But still, they still kept their marriage.
Mm.
Uh,
But in other communities, I've seen in other communities also, if the girl is not producing, they will give another girl to that man, or maybe a sister to that man. So it's sometimes it's really wrong.
I
That's
think I could not understand all, but what it is correct in some way. But your intention to get married is what? Is it just to stay? Why don't you remain to have a boyfriend and girlfriend? Therefore, there's no point to marriage because you can have somebody in a in a in in a younghood there. You get somebody love you there. You can playing around there. What's the matter of marriage to you? If that the case, if it's love,
Mm.
and therefore love is about growing the plant to keep the God plant remain green. It's not just about loving the person. That is my own strong opinion. It's not everyone. And sometimes we have to debate and educate ourselves. Marriage is about keeping the seed tomorrow. For example, when the incident happened to the little boy, they say, oh, in our culture, if the little boy or little girl died, they will, first of all, people who doesn't know, they say, oh, this person having an extension?
Mm.
They say no. Then the answer is boo, because it's a disappointed. But if they say they got something left, they will say, okay, this thing, they no one have a control of it. Mean marriage is extension. It's not just about love. If just about love, why don't you just jungle with your friend? Bulela, we
yeah,
have to
yeah,
educate ourselves,
yeah.
and therefore you got a point, but I don't think that fulfill the matter of marriage. Marriage, yes, is love because you have to when you plan your seed, you have to get a fertile land. Fertile land exists of tolerance, as you say, uh, has content of understanding as well, because you cannot you cannot cultivate the garden when you don't have a good what do you call it? There what we call poor, and that poor, if you know that is taking you all, if is not fit into your hand in order to take the grass out, that I would treat it as a love.
Mm.
In order to remove things that prevent those seeds to grow. And the same thing, when you are raising children, if you do not have a good relationship, if you do not have that, because we have to relate a thing to how traditional race has. That's the point I just trying to make. And thank you.
اوكي انتوا جاي يعني ابو ليلى وجاي وجيجي انتوا بتفهموا عن دفع مال ده شنو؟ دفع مال انت لما تعرس مرة وتدفع له مال مرة بيحترمك وانت ذاتك بتحس بالدجنتي بتاع الراجل انه انا راجل I work so hard and I married you. You know المال بيخلي المرة بيحترم راجله لأنه he did everything he can and حتى لو دفع $1 he pay money after me. لكن لما مرة أنت ما تدفع مال بوراه وما حتى لو اختلفتوا بقول لك كده خليني يا أخي ما دفعت أي جنيه فيني كده خليني and this is like مرة ده قاعد تنبسك you know. والحاجة الثانية برضو أنتوا طلعتوا شوية برا من التوبيك but it's that maybe جاي يقوم يعملوا الحلقة
دقيقة ممكن في ناس بدنا نشاركوا هنا دقيقة وين سوري. Hello? Yeah. Hello? سامعيننا جاي؟
ما سامعين.
كده سامعين؟
لا
قال علي صوتك شوية شريفة. كيف؟ كويسين كيف؟
كويسين والله.
أيوة. رأيك شنو؟ رأيك شنو؟
في شنو؟
أنت مش في اللايف في توبيك؟
No.
Oh, maybe it's a wrong person. Sorry guys. في
Okay.
ضرب واحنا في اللايف وقال لي أنا ما
Yeah.
أقدر.
Bibiana, there is a.
Let me finish this one. Yeah. التوبيك الموضوع الجيجي وابو ليلى تكلموا عن الزواج وعن انه كيف المرأة والراجل يتعودوا لعاداتهم وتقاليدهم انه على امه قاعد في بيت واحد. اي زول بيكون عنده differences في واحد بيكون بحيث نظافة في واحد ده توبيك براه وتوبيك السو انترستد قاعد honestly اكتبوا تحت وده موضوع يكون موضوع بتاع يوم الخميس. ده موضوع مهم جدا جدا. يا اكتبوا تحت لللايف الجاي يا اليوم الخميس. لكن هسه اللي نحن بنتكلم فيه عن الدايري لانه انت ما ممكن انت تلقي جناك في الدنيا ده وراجل ما يجوب الباب ده على حسب الفهم حقتنا وحسب فهم ابهاتنا واجدادنا. ده الفهم انه الراجل لما يجي جاب باب ما زي الراجل جاب شباك you know. وما في مال بقول لك يا جيجي ادفع 10,000 انت بتدفع 10,000 كله. نو ما في عرس بنتهي كله في زمن واحد. انت بتدفع انت بتستطيع عليه هلا وباقي بعدين في المستقبل انت بتدفعه. وزي جبالك ابو ليلى قال ابا وجدوا البقر فات البيت هسه هم قاعدين يدفعوا. وده انت لو ما دفعته like you're not getting the blessing. انت دار البركة عشان البركة يجي انت بتعمل الحاجة اللي انت مفترض تعمله. يعني هسه مثلا في باريا براو في مورو برا انا يا ميكس you know. باري لما يكون في زول مات مثلا لما ابوي يتوفى احل امي جو بيقعدين يتكلموا قال دارين باقي مال بتام المال اللي ابوي كان ما دفعه. والحمد لله ابوي عنده المكاتبات والحياة كلها ابوي دفع مال بتاع امي كله you know. يعني ما في حاجة تاني. والحاجة التانية برضو ابو ليلى اتكلم about انه الخيلان بيحفروا المغابر للزول اللي جنى المات جنى اختك المات ده في مورو. يعني انت ابو ليلى انت مورو
فجرو
واو نفس طريقة مورو نفس طريقة يعني نفس طريقة عادات مورو. ده برضو توبيك برضو حلو you know. لكن هنا حسب في الموضوع كله ان احنا قاعدين نتناقش ده الجزء الثاني من موضوع المال. والمال ما انه يشترى جيجي لام ما اشترى. لكن انت در تحس كنفسك انت كراجل مكتمل. يعني انت كعين تجي خاش بيتك وبتقعد في بيتك عينك مليان لانك انت دفعت في مره ده قروش حتى لو $1 ده مرتك. لكن لما ما تدفع فيه ممكن انت طيب لحظه اقول لك I don't want you. انت بتعصرني ما بتعصرني انا بمشي بخليك. لكن لما انت تدفع في نمال
ما دفع وراه.
لما تدفع في نمال انا بحترمك لانك انت عملت المستحيل وتزوجتني بالطريقه اللي انا بستاهله. والحاجه الثانيه برضو لما انت قلت انه الزول مثلا يتزوج عشان انه يلدي ما عشان حب. ده انا كشخصيا كده بشوف انه ما له معنى. لانه لو مثلا انا اتزوج عشان انا الدي ممكن ندي مع اي زول في النهايه انا درسيب. لكن المرة اللي انت بتختار انت بتتزوجها دي انت بتجي تعيش معاها على حب كعب كويس. انتوا قاعدين بتعيشوا سعيدين لانه بيناتكم فوق حتى لو في اختلافات بتجي في لسه في اساسكم قوي. يعني اساسكم من تحت متين. المتانة ده شنو؟ المتانة الحب. لانك انت بتحبه. يعني انت الانسان اللي انت بتحبه انت بتحترمه وبتحترم مشاعره. بتعمل اي حاجة مستحيل عشان انك انت ما تزعل الطرف الثاني.
Yeah, okay. Can I interrupt you because things they always get forgetting. You see, it is very important in life to have an aim, objective when you need something. As you just said, yes, foreign have an objective to keep the God land grow green. But there is a principle. All these things we're talking about, Dowry and all these things, it's a part of commitment. When you reach to that family, yes, as a girl, you love the boy. Why you love the boy? Is it you need to become a boyfriend to that boy, or you need to become a girl? That girl need to become your girlfriend.
قاعد شوف الطبق القوم نتحد أرفع فوق.
What I'm just trying to interject to your point, sister, you make a very great, but everything you have to have a job object.
بتاع آدم قال آدم ما دفع
آدم ما دفع قروش. Adam didn't pay even a penny, yo.
I like this.
Where is that idea? Where does the idea come from?
She fit us. That good one. يعني حوا for free.
Asma, but this is a good question, Sarah.
I swear أنا لو شفت كنت من الضحك.
والله it's not written. It's not written anywhere.
Honestly, you finish us. خلاص ما في كلام ثاني.
So now let's agree إنه كواجات كان كده كواجات صح كلام كواجات كان كده صح يعني. Let's agree.
والله.
لكن ما خليكم.
No. كلام بتاع كواجات is muy صح. What I'm just Viviana, sister.
They work so hard to bring you in this life.
Yeah, sister, I'm not disagree with you. I'm just trying to say it. I'm just trying to remind us. It's about when you love somebody, you got a dream. It's like when you create an organization, you need why you creating that organization. You have to have a vision. But sometimes sometimes we love with no idea, we fall in love and then we follow the rope of love. But we need to leave the seed behind. That's marriage about. But the love is become too much ahead. Let us do the research and then trying to balance the situation. Yes, your parents raise you up and do evil work. As we talk now, we are all parents. But it's about blessing, appreciating each individual parent that do a marvelous work to have a child, to keep our world moving on. These two things we need to accommodate them. Love is important, but we need to know the purpose. Why do we need to get married? It's not just about loving a person. That's what I just trying to. That's what I just trying to highlight and share with you, and that's why it's good about education. It's about raising awareness to each other. It's not about condemning. It's not about opposing your idea. It's about sharing and what is going to take over. And then that's what I love Kawaja, because the opinion poll, if it's high, the majority have to win, and therefore. But the other word that say Kawaja is right. No, Kawaja, there's a lot of things that they mix up and cause confusion. Kawaja work with the interest. Thank you, guys.
I love Abraham برضو كتب واحد حلو، عارفه فوق بتاع أبراهام ده.
Abraham say what?
Russell Kathir, which one? The last one?
في آخر واحد هنا بتاع Revelation 19-7.
Okay, 19-7, okay.
Sorry, guy, I feel love with the topic, and I just woke up. I couldn't read all the comments, but it's very interested.
I know. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We even about to end the show. We usually do 2 hours, and now 2 hours and 11. I can give 3 to 5 minutes each to conclude.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to start with Abu Layla, or I want to start with Viviana, or with
لا أبو ليلى أنا بس آخر واحد، لأنه أنا دار نضع للحلقة الجاية أنت هتعمل شنو.
Okay. Abu Layla, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you guys for the program. So to conclude, marriage is one of the things that are mentioned in the Bible, and one of the things that Rabbana blessed. And he said, الامرأة بترك بيتهم يقعد مع رجله مع بعض يصيران جسدا واحدا. So which means that that's a blessing from the Bible. But the Bible did not mention about the dowry, but it mentioned about the relationship, the courtship to come together. That's what the Bible mentioned. So marriage is important. We married is very, very important. When we're married, we are not married for the sake of interest, maybe, but we are married. We are following what God has told us to do. That's we're following it. So if we go to that marriage and God has not blessed us with any child, we still call it marriage. You cannot say it's something else. We still call it marriage because God has given a blessing in that marriage. Then the other thing we have agreed, marriage something for business.
Yeah.
It should be something to appreciate. The dowry should be business. Should be something to appreciate the family, and you give them the appreciation that you have raised this girl, and I'm now giving you this back. And also, we should take that idea, Master Lebadi speakers having. Galinu dowry should not be paid at once. Because if we took that concept, we will avoid Kalama Besalumi Bagara, Miten Bagara. Because if I say you cannot pay it once, okay, ask you 100 cow, then I'll give you one. Then you have no choice. You're going to take that one. So that concept, I think, is good. And also that concept, it will help us to create a unity among the two families. And also will bring respect within the two families. Like if you pay the dowry once, then we are inviting insult, Rajile Bishetimara, Bishetim family, because he paid the dowry full. He paid 300. Like he owns you now. He owns you. Giving that chance to that person to practice. I give you one of the example in my community. People used to say, "Galfi white for you lose out marato." Without marato, I think undafa mal. Yala kaman ushtara Arabia Toyota. Taman Toyota zaman fi wala Toyota da Arabia kwezi yani. Zod ishtara Toyota because sababu biga gadi nufi Toyota, biga magadi numjua. Biga gadi nufi Toyota.
العريس ولا النزبان؟
ده الراجل. ما الراجل طبعا دفع مال للمرأة. وكمان في نفس الوقت اشترى تويوتا. بعدين تويوتا ده الشير بتاع تويوتا زمن ده بيكون اغلى من شنو؟ من المرأة.
من المرأة.
فالراجل قيم تويوتا اكثر من المرأة.
بيجي ونون بتويوتا.
سو يعني الناس جابوه في المحكمة طبعا المرأة بيجي كومبلين، يعني الراجل بيجي ما يدري ينوم جوا كيف يعني. يا والله الناس قاعدة تحت يا قال سألوا قال مالك انت يا زول انت مخلي المرأة وانت قاعد تنوم في تويوتا. قال ده كومودا تويوتا كومودا يعني. قال انت بكام وتويوتا بكام؟
لا دي فكرة.
So المال, let us not give chance for people to insult. ما ندفع مال ده كله لأن we will give them that chance to insult us.
Exactly.
We don't give that chance. So
أيوة.
let's make it an installment as you said before. Installment بالراحة لأن الزول ما بدي فرصة شتمنا تاني بكرة.
صح.
شكرا شكرا.
Thank you, Abu Leila.
Thank you.
Abu Leila.
I'll see you on
Yeah,
Thursday.
Abu Leila, I think let me, if there's someone addition to what you just said, what I would just add to the conclusion, yeah, Jamal, let us understand what marriage, let us define what marriage, because I think, in my own opinion, we do not understand what marriage means. Marriage is not about love. Marriage is about keeping the seed going, to keep the God plan green. And therefore,
الراجل مثير يا جماعة.
and that's what contribute. The woman will say it is a property of a woman, of a man, because they don't hold the responsibility. Women need to have a seat, need to have an extension, and therefore we neglect the women to have responsibility too. And therefore, both of us, we have a responsibility. Everyone need to have a seat, remain behind. Like Bibiana, need to have a dog.
Gigi, now, what if a man cannot? What if men have a problem? If that man can, if he can't produce, or he can't bear children, so what's going to happen?
Let me put my conclusion about marriage. Right?
هو بس دار آخر في محله. marriage is not about love. Let him continue.
Go ahead.
Marriage is a responsibility to all of us. Everyone need to have a seat to remain behind, need to have an extension. Women need to have an extension. And what makes the matter worse, sometimes it treat like a woman a property of a man. Therefore, women have to take a stake. They got a responsibility to also have an identity. See it is an identity.
In our culture.
Therefore, when we look that, when the circumstance kick in, therefore we can solve the problem easily. Sometimes it's like in some circumstance, it's like the man taking responsibility and then the women don't have responsibility. But all of us, we got responsibility. By what? I need my identity to remain behind, men as women. To keep identity, let me put it that way. That is the marriage about. Because when the time ends, yes, the spirit believe that everyone, his spirit will remain behind. That's about marriage. Loving is about cultivate your seed in a fertile land. Include treatment of the person that treating you wrongly, or how do you treat each other. But because we do not understand the purpose of marriage, that's why always those things occur. That is my opinion. Let us not put on one person. Dowry is about blessing the people who cultivate the seed, who cultivate the land, and make those seeds grow well. And then we have to bless them when it reaches the time, because they hand over to us the power. And then what is the thank you to them? That is about Dowry about. That's my own perspective. Therefore, my conclusion: marriage is not about owning responsibility by individual. Do two individual they have a responsibility because they need their identity remain and keep the God plan remain green. It's not about blaming game, but how do you need to plant those seeds to keep the exchange going on the fertile land? Fertile land is about tolerance, good communication, treat each other with respect in order to the thing to flourish. Thank you for that point. The question that you just repeat, I come to it. The question you asked.
Okay. هنا بتاع كومن بتاع روز سمع.
There's comment here.
The question you asked that I just come to it. Can you remind me?
Oh, what if a man can have a children? If he can conceive kids, then what will happen? Because you mentioned earlier, it's about the marriage is about having kids.
Keeping.
The marriage is all about having children, right?
No, it's about keeping identity and keeping intention, but keep attention. Attention is about keeping your identity to remain. If I die and I got, for example, when a little young person died, they say this young person have something left behind. They say no, and then is a disappointed. But if that little kid produce something, they will say, okay, that little kid identity remain. And I think in the whole society we have that point of view.
So what if a man have a problem? Then the kids will not come back.
يا جماعة جانا ده ربنا هو بتدي لي زول انت بتعرف الزول انت تعرف الزول بلدي ولا ما بلدي.
Let me Gailam, let me just try because we are brainstorming and this is a part of educate. We have to navigate around. And that's what Kawaje, because we others we get tired of to do a lot of research. Yes, the question is about research in Gailam. It's a good question. It's hard to. Yes, it depends on the vision in the family, and that's what it comes when something happens. There's nothing that come into that expectation producing this. And then the people own the responsibility, even those who are blessed, who receiving the blessing, which is dowry. They have to asking themselves what they are going to do. And then from there, if there is a poor decision, thing may not go well. If they have a good decision, thing will go well. Therefore, if one of the blessing individual that God connects them, if it happen as a man, do not have those productivity, they will not just chase away because something can happen unfortunately. But it depends on the vision driver.
Guy, for the لكم دقيقة.
Like 7 minutes. We'll close at 2 hours and 30 minutes.
What I've just said, the family have to decide that most of the family, some of the, they will not share the girl because she's not producing the seed. They will not share the boy because he's not producing but they will search and looking all the expertise, include doctor, and give them idea what they can do. If the boy is not producing,
but not now.
they will go straight away to the boy. You are not producing. This is our lovely girl here. It's a blessing to us. Yes, we look what alternative can we let this girl to keep our seed flow, and they will put order to it. They will not chase a girl away, and they will
We remain with 5 minutes.
What I'm just saying, if it's not for years, they will give. They will put. They will put a resolution to it, and they will give. They will ask the girl. It depends on the individual if they agree. But the vital point is they will say yes. We have to give you because we need product to keep the seed going. They will say, girl, we have to give you this is the option. They will decide they can suggest to have someone that would allow to produce and thank you. They will not just yes, but it's a difficult one. Thank you.
Thank you. I will drop you guys and I will give the last minute to Vivian and then I will conclude.
Yeah, thank you.
The one line أنا ما عندي حاجة نقوله because I take my part, but التوبيك بتاع يوم الخميس حاول أعمل التوبيك عن الناس اللي بيتزوجوا ولما يتزوجوا الحياة بتتغير، يعني الأسلوبيات مثلا زي جبالك أبو ليلى لما قال إنه بيكون ناس اتنين بيقعدوا في البيت، أي زول بيكون جاب طريقة تانية، في واحد بيحب ينظف واحد، يعني attitude بتاع الرجال أنا بيجي بخش فوقه بالغميق. don't worry I will help you with that. That will be the next topic يوم الخميس. عشان نشوف له حل.
المرأة ولا الرجل؟
كلهم الاثنين، بالذات لما النفرين يتزوجوا على حب، لما يجوا في اثنين في البيت بيكون في حاجات بتحصل، حاجات بسيطة لكن بتجيب اختلافات. مثلا راجل بيكون ignorant، حاجات البسيط راجل بيحارب مرة، الراجل لو قال له شيل شراباتك بيزعل، لو راجل قال له مثلا نوم كده، حاجات الجسد دقيقة اللي نحن قاعدين نعيشه ولكن خايفين انه نتكلم فيه. ده الحاجات البعض مرات بيخلي الناس يختلفوا. ده التوبيك الجاي يكون الخميس، وخلي الناس مثلا يكونوا الواحد الثاني لازم يتنازل للثاني، وواحد الثاني لازم يفهم الثاني. التنازلات في الحياة الزوجية is very important you know لأنه في رجال كانوا عندهم بايبولا والنساوين كانوا عندهم بايبولا.
تنازلات و misunderstanding.
yes والاتفاق، واي حاجه لازم الناس يتناقشوا فيه بروح واجب. يعني انا لو زهجان I have a reason I have to tell my reason وبيكون في احترام. لكن مثلا راجل في بيت يحارب مره بلاقي سبب، يصر وشه بلاقي سبب، حاجه صغير بيجيب مشاكل. الحلول زي دي احنا لازم نشوفه نعمل شنو. واي زول بيجي طبعا باقتراحه. ما شاء الله الليله is good. ابو ليلى ما شاء الله وابو جي لا
ما كسر
يا كمان يا جماعة ما تنسوا حاولوا عملوا شيري، وما ممكن أنا كل أسبوع مرة أخو فوق 4 مرات يعني نساوي تعالوا فوق.
تعالوا يا جماعة، لو زمن ما مناسب قولي لنا أنا غيرناه من 9 ل 7:30.
لا زمن مناسب حسي عشان الساعة 11 خلاص ده وقت نومي ذاته.
زمن مناسب
جدا جدا.
اوكي
Thank
you خلاص نشوفك يوم الخميس إن شاء الله.
يلا إن شاء الله اوكي يلا good night. Thank you guys. آدم ما نفع مال.
Viviana. Thank you guys for watching. We are going to talk like Vivian mentioned now on Thursday at 7:30. Please come and we want your point of view too. Come and tell us what you think. We used to do the live show at 7:30. I mean 9 o'clock. We changed it to 7:30 so that people can participate and be part of this family common sense show. For people early, they're writing they want to come and it was difficult. If you click on the link, it will take you to another page. And that page, if you look at upper right, you will see 3 dots. And those 3 dots, when you click right away, it will take you to browser. And from that browser, click you have to click on the browser. It will direct you to go to Studio, which is a StreamYard. As soon as you click the browser, it will take you to your Facebook because that's a third-party app. They all link together. If you click at the browser, it will take you directly to your Facebook, and it will show you how your name going to appear. For example, my name is appearing now, Guy Lam, right? So as soon as you click at the browser, it will take you to Facebook, and the Facebook you will see how your name going to appear. From there, you will give permission, like enter. As soon as you enter, it will ask you to give permission to your mic and your video. As soon as you allow, as soon as you give permission, it will take you directly to the studio. I will see you down below on the studio here. As soon as I see your picture down below, I'll bring you up. From the first couple times, you will look at it as a long process. But as soon as you do it 1, 2, 3 times, you will get used to it. Trust me. First couple times, it's kind of like a little process, but as soon as you did it, the first time, the second time, I assure you it's going to be easy. And then I will see you again on Thursday. I will play one more song, and then inshallah, Yom Al Khamis, we'll see you guys with the same topic with Vivian. Misunderstanding. Sometime in marriage, في حاجات خلاف بسيط, but it usually causes مشاكل الأسرة. Okay, we'll come and talk about this inshallah يوم الخميس الساعة 7:30. I'll play one more song. Thank you for watching, and I will see you now. We spend 2 hours 30 minutes, like I said. We can go 2.5 hours, but usually we do 2 hours. Thank you. I'll play one more song, and then we'll call it good. I hope the voice is clear. Is the voice clear? Thank you, Alice. Thank you for watching. One more, I like my man, CJ Oman. Then we call it good. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you.